Hello and welcome guys, and welcome to this short vlog. And yes, a quick time check. November is almost half over. Now only half of November is left, and now is the correct time that some bad thoughts will be hitting your mind, like, sir, we are not able to recall whatever we have done in our past. Sir, we are not up to the mark in respect to our studies. The revisions have not been done up to the mark. The syllabus is not complete, as we had expected. So guys, vouch for it, and I can vouch for it that these problems will be faced by the person who will be scoring AIR1 in the December 2024 attempt. Let me tell you, none of the students who are there in the country have completed the entire syllabus. None of them have completed the revisions as expected by them or as they were, planning. No one is going, according to the plans. No one has been able to, complete the entire syllabus. There has been some shortcomings, some, lacunas or other in everyone's preparation. You are sailing in the same boat. The worst decision that you can take right now to quit in panic. So don't panic, just calm down. You just need 50 marks out of 100 to qualify, and trust me, all the people who will be sitting in the examination along with you, even they are sailing in the same boat. They are also facing this nervousness. They are also facing the anxiety attacks which you are facing, and the winner will be that person who's going to sail through without letting his or her brain affect by such panic attacks or such traumas, who will be keep sailing and who will best utilize the time which is available with them. So forget about past. Bygones are bygones. Now focus on the future and just give it your best shot. Just give 100% in the time which is about to come. And no matter whether your syllabus is complete or not, whether your revisions are complete or not, give your examination. All the examination should be given by you. Even if the first examination goes bad or it doesn't work up to the mark, even then give your examination, guys, properly. Give all your papers religiously. So don't quit, because this is the time when I find most of the students quitting and not been able to take this pressure in real good spirit. So just relax. Don't be nervous. Don't look at the problems, but look at the solutions. Just see quick fix solutions for whatever you are doing. And today I am in front of you to give you a quick fix solution. Before I start my video, guys, let me state the obvious. If you are giving Group 4 examination CMA final, then Cost Audit and BVM SPM are definitely going to be lifesavers for you. These are two subjects where the probability of getting 70 plus score is absolutely very common, and it's very easy. So if you do some bit of smart work, some analysis around the syllabus, then you will actually be able to score 70 plus in both these subjects quite easily. And in this particular video, I'm going to do a short ABC analysis for both of these subjects so that I can highlight in front of you what are the important chapters, what are the important topics that you absolutely cannot leave in these subjects and which you should focus on to score 70 plus marks. So let's start the analysis of Cost and Management Audit first. Okay, Cost and Management Audit, CMA final Group 4 paper. Yes, a mix of theory and practical. Most of the students think that it's entirely theory. No, please pick up any of the test papers of the past examination and you'll see that 40% of the paper is practical, 60% is theory, approximately. So it's not a theoretical paper, it's a practical cum theoretical paper. It's a mixed paper, and ABC analysis is in front of you. So I've taken these 16 chapters are there, and I've divided these chapters into A, B, C analysis. The categories have been divided according to the marks or the weightage, or if I feel that all the weightages come but its probability in coming the exam is quite high, then also I've given good weightage to these particular topics. Okay, so starting with the initial subjects, which is basics of cost audit and cost auditor professional ethics. These two chapters taken together. Okay, basics of cost audit and cost auditor professional ethics and responsibilities of the cost auditor, appointment, qualification, disqualification, remuneration, all those topics of cost auditor is definitely important. So I'll categorize them as category B, and this average is average score of these chapters in last 10 attempts. which means all over these two chapters combined together have come for 84 marks in last 10 attempts. So average is 8.4. Okay, average of last 10 attempts. So these two chapters are category B chapters. Then coming on to the red chapters, companies, cost records and audit rules 2014 amended till 2019. This is definitely one of the most important topics. Practical question. Profit reconciliation statement mandatory is going to be there in your examination. Value addition, probability is quite high that value addition is there in your examination. So a very, very important chapter, companies, cost records and audit rules. Then there's another chapter, management reporting issues under cost audit. This chapter contains the case studies on performance analysis, and yes, one case study at least has been coming in the examination regularly. So I've combined these two chapters and combined these two chapters form category A. It has it's given 31 marks of weightage. So yes, these two chapters combined together is category A. I've combined because case studies on performance analysis are somewhere correlated to the rules chapter. So both of them should be analyzed together. That is chapter 3 and 4. Cost accounting standards and GAAP. Of course, cost accounting standards, theoretical and practical questions are mandatorily going to come. Cost accounting standard 1 to 10 are the most important cost accounting standard from practical standpoint. 11 to 24, more of theoretical questions will be coming from 11 to 24. 11 to 24 are more repeat of 1 to 10. So 1 to 10 cost accounting standard, the focus should be absolutely 100%, should be done absolutely religiously. 11 to 24 are more copy paste, are more repetitive in nature. So yes, lesser time will be required to study 11 to 24. 1 to 10 is uncompromisable. So cost accounting standard and GNCAP category B chapters, weightage on an average is 22.8 marks. Then cost auditing standard, not very important. There are 4 cost auditing standards. If you just remember the names, the numbers and major points, that will be all. Okay, then XBRL, basics of management audit, these are all category C chapters. Now 3 chapters which I have been always been clinching upon, these 3 chapters from theoretical perspective. Okay, this should be B. Okay, I'm talking about these 3 chapters. This should be B category. I'm talking about these 3 chapters. So guys, these 3 chapters from a theory standpoint is very, very important. So without any doubt, these 3 chapters are to be done religiously by you, categorized as category B. These 3 chapters are category B chapters, and theoretically these chapters are very, very important. Management audit in different functions, internal control, internal audit, and also contains audit of different service organizations. That is also included in this particular chapter. So that and internal audit in different functions, all 3 chapters are category B chapters, and these chapters will hold a cumulative weightage of say about average of about 38 marks. This average of about 38 to 40 marks. Okay, this is the importance of these 3 chapters. So if I overall see, then guys, these practical chapters 3, 4 and 5, chapters 3, 4 and 5 and chapters 9, 10 and 11, cumulatively if we see these 6 chapters all together, then it holds a weightage of about 60 to 70 marks of your paper. That is the importance of these 6 chapters taken together. And that is the benefit and beauty of doing ABC analysis. We actually refine out the important chapters and we can focus on these chapters more than other chapters in wake of shortage of time. Okay, so these are the key important chapters. Then we have the newly introduced chapters. These chapters have been recently introduced in last 2-3 years in your cost audit syllabus, which is audit documentation, forensic audit, anti-money laundering, cost audit program, information security system. Yes, one question mandatorily is being coming from these chapters in every attempt. Majorly theoretical chapters. So yes, reading them properly will also reap good marks for you. So this is the ABC analysis of cost and management audit subject. I hope that if you focus on the important chapters, first category and category B should be your main focus. So category A and category B chapters, if you've done these 2 category chapters, then you can move on to category C chapters. But this is broadly the ABC analysis of cost and management audit. Yes, chapter numbers might vary, the sequence might vary according to your study mat which you are referring to. The sequence might vary, but you focus on the chapter names. All right, now coming on to your strategic performance management and business valuation subject. Now broadly classifying, SPM BVM will have a weightage of approximately it will be divided into 50-50 marks. Okay, approximately the weightage is almost equal for both these parts, SPM and BVM. So in case of SPM, there are only 4 chapters in case of SPM. Okay, chapter number 3 and 4 are practical chapters. A practical question comes from these chapters for sure. Chapter number 3 and 4, economic efficiency of the firm. Although according to this chart, this is a category B chapter, but guys, I will recommend you to consider it as category A chapter. Why? Because a mandatory question, practical question comes from this particular chapter, and it's really easy. A 6 marks or 7 marks question will come, and it'll be really easy question from this particular chapter. So the marks are really easy. So don't consider it as a B category chapter, but consider it as A category chapter, because despite of the fact that overall average mark is less, but still guys, this will give you definite marks. So chapter is giving you definite marks. I will consider it as important. So according to me, all the 4 chapters are important from a exam standpoint. First 2 chapters, theoretical chapters, next 2 chapters, practical chapters. That is how SPM should be studied. So according to my recommendation, none of the chapters are unimportant, and you have to do all the chapters because 2 chapters theory, 2 chapters practical, and almost certain that question from each of the chapters will definitely be there, because there's no other chapters. The examiner is not left with any other part of the syllabus. That's why. Now coming on to business valuation, and needless to say, all of you are aware, mergers and acquisition is the most important chapter of your syllabus. Merger and acquisition always holds about 10 to 15 marks bare minimum in your examination, and the questions which come from merger and acquisition chapter, that they are also pretty straightforward. Yes, some bit of technicalities can be expected, but the questions are pretty straight. If you have done practice well, then this chapter is a cakewalk for you. So the most important focus of business valuation should be on valuation of merger and acquisition. Second A category chapter is fundamental of business valuation and valuation models. Okay, this chapter is also important from an exam standpoint. I've combined 2 chapters together, basics and the valuation, but this chapter is also important because it has on an average scored 11.6 marks in your past 10 examination. It's category A chapter. Now category B chapter. Okay, one new chapter which has been introduced is a theoretical chapter, law and compliances related to business valuation, which contains procedure of mergers, the legal requirements according to the Companies Act regarding mergers. So it is a recent chapter, but still it has come for 4 marks on an average in past examination, which indicates that yes, in the future also this chapter will hold a mandatory question of a theoretical from a theoretical standpoint. So it will hold. But now let me come on to the practical chapters, guys. Valuation of assets and liabilities. So I bifurcated valuation of assets and liabilities into various sub chapters. So 7, 8, 9, 10 is valuation of assets and liabilities. I further bifurcated them so that I can tell you a detailed picture. In case of assets and liabilities, valuation of investments, bond and shares, uncompromisably important chapter. Valuation of bonds and shares, and preference shares and rights issue, and any kind of premium which is issued on the shares. So plethora of questions regarding investment. So this is definitely a category B chapter, an important chapter. Then valuation of intangibles, especially valuation of brands and goodwill, very important. Then valuation of human resources, HRA, very important. Okay, so valuation of liabilities is not that important. So these are the important chapters of business valuation. Focus on merger and acquisition and basics very profoundly. Then valuation of investments is our key area of focus. Then human resource and brands, these are small topics which alternatively come in the examination. So this is my analysis of A, B, C importance of these 2 subjects, which definitely are subjects which can make you score 70 plus, and it will result in a rank for you. If you are giving both the groups, set of benefit will definitely be available for you if you score well in these 2 subjects. So I have seen in my career that these 2 subjects have always assisted students to get a set off or to get a rank to boost up the marks. If you are giving individual group, then it boosts up your marks, because these 2 subjects are quite simple, quite they are almost 80% of the paper will be from the study mat. So examiner doesn't have a lot of opportunity to go outside the study mat. So almost 80 to 85% of paper will be within your study mat. So the idea is to get 60 or 70, in between, something where between 60 or 70 in these two subjects. If you get, then nothing like it. And if you cross 70 plus, then it will be an added advantage. So yes, this is my analysis, ABC analysis of two subjects, cost, audit and BVM SPM. Please do these marking in your book, in your register, so that you are focusing on the important chapters well. And my earnest request to all of you guys, please refer to the scanner past examination questions, because they are really important from an exam standpoint, and probability of them getting repeated in the examination is quite huge. There's a probability that they will get repeated in the examination. So yes, that's all for this particular session, guys. We'll be meeting subsequently also till your examination. I'll be available to guide you, to give you some evaluation, to give some subject related evaluation or self evaluation of where do you stand and where do you where are you right now. The only cooperation which I want from you, the only help which I want from you is don't quit. Don't even think of quitting. You have to give December 2024 attempt, come what may. Yes, I will not regret if you give December 24 attempt and do not qualify. I won't regret. That's okay. But if you quit December 2024 attempt, I will regret. Because even for 1%, even if there's a chance of 1% that you could qualify, then you leave that chance if you quit the examination. So don't quit the examination, guys. Even if you're planning to quit, please reverse your decision. I know maybe you are in a very, very worse situation. Even then, at least give the examination. All right. So please write in the comment section below, yes, sir, we are ready to give the examination, and let's give the examination with full swing. Whatever time is left, let's utilize it to the best of our abilities and capabilities and give it our best shot in December 2024 attempt, and leave rest to God. On that positive note, all the very best and happy studying.